This is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE from 2020. Now, FE just stands for Fan Edition, in case you didn't know. But why did I purchase this device in the year of 2025? For a couple of different reasons. Stay tuned. So what is going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to a brand new video. This is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE Fan Edition. That's what FE stands for. And this is what a box looks like coming from Amazon as far as buying a device used. As you can see, yeah, it's just a cardboard box. You open it up, boom, phone is in this bubble wrap. You get a charging block and you get a Type-C cable, of course. And that's what the box looks like. Now, this is my first time actually purchasing a device from Amazon here. Now, you guys, don't get this part of the video mixed up here. I already had this phone and I've been using it for a day already. So I'm just wanted to show you what it looks like to purchase a phone from Amazon, okay? As far as it being used, or as they call it, renewed. So the Galaxy S21 Fan Edition here, that's what the unboxing experience looks like. But yeah, I don't expect to pay 200 bucks for a phone, or 100 bucks or 300 bucks for a phone that came out years ago, and for it to be in the best condition. I understand that you're going to have some nicks, you're going to have some bruises, as you guys can see here. It's not going to be the perfect edition. Now, if I paid brand new price, or if I paid, you know, on sale price, but brand new or whatever the case may be, it would be a little bit different. But out of the Amazon box, because not out of the regular box, I don't have too much to complain about. The cameras, you know, the lenses and everything was in good shape, LED flash. The battery has actually been pretty good. It's not the biggest battery in the world, but it's been performing pretty well. I don't have really much to complain about. So let's go ahead and discuss this device. So on the right side of it, you're going to have a power button. You're also going to have your volume up and down keys. If you look at the top, you got a microphone there. And on the left side of the device, you're going to have a, well, looks like a couple blemishes there. And then you have this little spot here. This is blank. I'm not sure what it does. Haven't even decided to look up anything on that there. But yeah, anyway, you have a Type-C charging port on the bottom. You have a SIM tray slot there for, you know, your SIM card or your SIM card from your carrier. Doesn't have a micro SD card spot or slot for expandable storage. There's a speaker grill there. There's a speaker on the bottom. There's also a speaker on the top. Now on the back of the device, you're gonna have triple cameras, and these are real cameras, okay? Not fake cameras. You're gonna have a 12 megapixel wide camera, has OIS, and you're also gonna have a 5 megapixel telephoto lens that has OIS, and then you also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide. Now, you can record video at 4K 30 frames per second, or 4K 60 frames per second on the rear cameras, which is pretty cool. And on the front of the device, you have a 32 megapixel selfie cam, which can also record 4K 30 and 60 as well. So camera is pretty good in this device. I already took a couple photos, took some videos. It's primarily the reason why I purchased this device here. Now, when you look at the front of it here, obviously you guys can see you have a 6.4 inch 1080p by 2340 display here. So it's a full HD display. It's 120 hertz. And I believe you have about a little over 400, if not over 400, right under 400 pixels per inch. I don't know the exact number, so forgive me for that. But basically, it's AMOLED. It's HDR10 plus. So watching content on this device, you're not going to have any issues of it whatsoever. As far as internal specs here, and where the specs goes with this device, you're looking at the Snapdragon 888 or the 888. All right, it's an octa-core chipset. It's going to be paired up with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, and the battery in this device is going to be 4,500 milliamp hours. Okay, so not the biggest battery in the world, but you know, it should be pretty decent. You know, it shouldn't be too much to complain about here. Now, you do have dual speakers here, as I said earlier when I was discussing like the features of the phone, as far as like the cutouts and everything, the grills. You also have an under display fingerprint scanner. It's optical, it's not ultrasonic, so it's not going to be super fast like some other devices that you've seen. Yeah, man, got the phone at 200 bucks on Amazon, and I don't really have much to complain about whatsoever. If you're a person who's in the market for a budget phone, or just a previous flagship or higher tier mid-range, because That's what a lot of folks would consider this phone to be, a higher tier mid-range. Yeah, this is a pretty good option if you could find it in good condition. Now, look, if you are the kind of person where you're going to be picky about little things like that on the side there, or little chips and bits on the bottom there on the Type-C charging port, then yeah, don't buy this phone here. Don't even consider anything used, because yes, there is a chance, you know, I don't want to say a giant chance, but there is just going to be a chance that you purchase a phone and it's going to have a couple, you know, nicks and chips around the device. It just is what it is. You know, you're not buying it brand new. So just get that out of your skull. That's going to be spick and span. Now, there's also a chance that you can buy a phone that doesn't have any damage on it, you know, but, you know, it doesn't always work in your favor just because you want some. The screen itself is beautiful. It's a typical display from Samsung. It's AMOLED. You know, it performs pretty well. Watch the HDR content. I can pull up HDR content right now. I was actually just looking at it a little bit ago. And you guys can see, I just pulled this video up here in real time and it's performing well. Like, I pulled up this video, I got to connect to my Wi-Fi, and yeah, I'm not having any issues. You saw how fast that pulled up. You know, swipe down here, go back up, scroll lower, go back to the video, boom, right back to where we was. That's pretty impressive for a device that came out 4 to 5 years ago. Well, let me not say 4 to 5 years ago, probably 3 to 4 years ago, because I believe it was announced in January 22, I believe so, and it came out a couple of days later. So yeah, it's not as old as I made it seem, but it's a pretty old phone in terms of tech time. Anytime you guys see videos on the channel, it's going to be primarily shot from this device. So, you know, over the next 6 months, probably to a year, yeah, the quality is going to be consistently the same here coming from this phone. So that's primarily why I brought this device here. You got a chance of it actually being in pretty decent condition, but you also got a chance of it not being in the best condition. So hate to repeat myself, but it's true. All right. So set your expectations based upon what you're paying for and, you know, as far as the condition the device could be in. So anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off here. That's pretty much it when it comes to discussing the Galaxy S21 FE. Now, if you guys want to see any additional content on this device in another video, let me know in the comment section below, because other than that, I'm gonna leave it just at this here. I just wanted to inform you guys of what I purchased recently. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.